What is going on, everybody? Alright, so as you can tell with today's title, we are changing tires in my Scat Pack. So let's go ahead and get in the garage. I have a neat little setup. I kind of want to go over different type of tires out there for your 392, or really any car. Really, this video could be applied to any car, more so a performance car. So let's go inside here. First things first, it's really important for me to say this. I'm no expert. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert. So what I am going to do is I'm actually going to put some link in the description of some videos of some experts also talking. When you're doing research, you should be doing multiple videos, multiple websites. You should be looking at multiple different sources. So I'm going to link some professionals down below to talk about tires as well. But what I want to share with you guys is just my experience for the years. I've had all sorts of different tires, my different cars. My Mustang currently right here has a winter performance tire, phenomenal tire. Pirelli, I believe it's pronounced Sat Zero. No idea if I'm pronouncing it correct. We have some all seasons. We have some drag radials. I've gone through a lot. So I just kind of want to share my experience with you guys to hopefully help you pick the correct tire for you in your application. So, first things first, I kind of put it in order as far as the type of traction you'd get with it with a tire. Don't mind the X Max. That's just kind of holding the drag radial in place for me. So we have right here the drag radial. We have a Continental DWS. Technically, that's an all-season tire. And then my Pirelli all-season tires that I got for my 392 Scat Pack. These might have been OEM, I'm not sure, but they were on clearance for like, I don't remember, 100 and... I can't remember, 120 bucks or 150. 100 and... It was 125. I have to check. I'll flash it up on the screen. Very, very cheap tires shipped to my door per tire. So, right now, the Scat Pack's my daily driver. I'm going to be going on a business trip, and I have bald tires, so we'll talk about that in a second. I really want to burn them up racing Incredible Hemi. That sucks. I guess I'll be using my brand new seasonal tires. Oh well. But yeah, this business trip's going to be like probably 5 hours. I don't want to take any type of risk when you have tires. They're not bald, but they're actually at the wear mark. A wear mark being... right here is a wear mark. As you can see, this is flush, which in theory for a street tire that'd be toast. Here's a tire that has some tread left. Try to get nice and close for you guys. You can see that it's not flush. And here is a brand new tire that you could see on something like this type of tire, this design, how much tread I have left on this tire. So you have like a new tire, a used tire, and pretty much, in theory, this would be a done tire. Because it's a drag radial, you can actually really wear these down. Just don't drive in the rain. We'll talk about that in a second. So what happens is, I'll use this tire as an example. As water's coming through, the tread is so low, and this is a drag radial, so this is a no-go in general, but as water's traveling through to escape, it's supposed to escape through the grooves, because this tread's so low, the water is actually going to lift the tire off the ground, which is hydroplaning, so there's no contact on the road. Keep in mind, I mean, this is like a real obvious thing. The first time I ever heard this, it did kind of blow my mind. Tires are the only thing that touches the ground with your car. I know it's like common sense, but I'm sure you'll agree the first time you ever heard that statement, you're like, oh wow, it's actually accurate. So, my street tires, I'll show you them when I take them off, but this has plenty of escape area for the water. This will also help, I believe, now this is where I'm not sure, I believe like this type of pattern is helpful for the snow. Now granted, the problem about all-season tires in general, and these are semi-exception, all-season tires are just mediocre in all categories. They're okay in the dry, they're okay in the rain, and they're okay, well, they're borderline okay in the snow. Unlike something like my Mustang, for example, you can kind of see that, first of all, the compound is much softer compound, and they have these unique designs, I guess, to help get contact into the snow, to kind of move the snow out of the way and dig in best it can. Whatever it might be, it works. That I could tell you. Can I explain the engineering behind it? Probably have no business doing that. But I could tell you through experience and driving different tires, different cars, they 100% work. The issue with drag radials, you'll notice with the drag radial, now this is a tire a lot of people use for a street car because it's not the best drag radial. It does not hook up very well compared to like a Mickey Thompson M&H I've had before, or people love the Hoosiers, the Slicks. But you'll notice something like a Slick is there's actually nowhere for water escape or for snow. So that's why you're not supposed to drive those type of tires unless it's perfect conditions where you're out in California, San Diego, or something like that. It's not a good idea. This tire, somewhat people gamble a little bit with because you can see there's a lot of tread design going on here. There is area for water to escape. I still don't recommend it. Compound's different and it's just not designed or tested in the rain, unlike these other tires here. So it's not something I would recommend because you probably have a pretty expensive car, including your life. No big deal. So I wouldn't recommend that people do gamble with this. My Supra, which I'll flash up now, has 888s R, the R888s. And you can see there's even less tread design there. You can see that that tire is clearly... A lot of people say they drive in the rain. I have no intent of ever doing that. I don't know what that was, but okay. So, once again, kind of going over the different types of tires. I think I covered the basics, and I'm going to link the description. I gotta go and get these to the shop so I can put them on. This is interesting. I'm almost positive, I could be wrong. Where is it? That this tire, Continental is a great tire company, by the way. But this particular tire, I believe the DWS stands for dry, wet, snow. And if I remember correctly, as the letters disappear, that means you're done with that particular part of the tire. So when this S is gone, it no longer has grip for snow. When the W is gone, it no longer has grip for wet. And then obviously D for dry. Once that's gone, your tire is done. That's a pretty cool little fact. You really don't want to wait like I do till it gets to the point where it's dangerous. Especially in New Jersey, it just rains randomly. So I really shouldn't have waited this long, but I did. But if you have any questions, you want to put them below. Once again, I do have a lot of experience. I'm going to put some links to some professional videos going over more technicality. I'm not trying to get too much in technicality because there is some assumption on my end, and being that I'm doing a video, I'm not trying to be that typical YouTuber that just starts blabbing away with incorrect information. Anything you want to put below that you think I was incorrect about, by all means, go ahead. I want this to be as informative as possible. So what we'll do is we'll get this loaded up, and I want to talk about where I buy my tires. I have many years of experience of buying tires, and I have quite a few great sites. Those came from Tire Rack, but there's eBay, there's Craigslist, there's all sorts of sites. We're going to talk about all the... I like how the light just came on, Jesus. We're going to talk LED for you. We're going to talk about all those different outlets that you could utilize to buy tires with. So, yeah, let's get this loaded up, and we'll keep on going, guys. All right. Here we are, guys. So, tires are loaded up. Beautiful thing about a car like this, you put down the back seats. I got 2 tires loaded up my car. So let's get rolling. Leaving Firestone right now, guys, and we'll go over pricing and go over where I go get my tires. So dropped off, hopefully in good hands. We'll see. Alright guys, I just left Safe Light Auto, whatever it is, and they sent the windshield to the wrong facility, wrong location. So I'm not getting my windshield replaced. That was next on the list. Tires are done, that's good. So let's wrap this video up. Kind of real quick, don't take very long. I just want to list a few places that I've utilized over the years. First things first, Tire Rack, which when I first started buying off of Tire Rack, they weren't as big as they are now. Now they advertise, they're on TV. It's a phenomenal website. You can go on there and they give their professional review as well as consumer review. The important thing about consumer review, even when you're watching my video, this is a consumer review, is trying to figure out like if this person kind of lines up with your thought process. So you have that, and you have the professional reviews as well. So they give ratings, they give pricings. It's a great source, a great site with a lot of great information to order tires and have them shipped to you or right to one of their authorized dealers that partner up with Tire Rack to give you quotes and stuff. Me personally, I just order the tire and I shop around and try to find a trustworthy shop. For this particular vehicle, I chose Firestone. They were like literally almost half the price as everyone else, and they seem to do a pretty good job. They marked up my wheels too bad if they did at all. If this was the Supra, I'd have to really take my time to find a shop that either has like a touchless system or a high-end performance shop that deals with more expensive rims. But these stock wheels are already kind of beat up. So I'm not overly concerned. I don't want any real obvious common damage. So that's versus Tire Rack. The second thing is there's Discount Tire. You can check out their direct site, or you can check them out on eBay. They actually have their own eBay store, which appears to be separate from their other direct website, with really good deals, especially particularly for drag radials and other more unique tires. It's another great site to check out. Keep in mind when you're shopping for tires, guys, at these different sites, some do free shipping, some don't. Well, free shipping, it just means it's thrown into the price. So when you're doing your shopping, keep that in mind. So there's that Tire Rack, and then you have social media essentially. You know, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. This is where you can get killer deals. But a bit of a warning: make sure you know what you're doing, or bring someone who knows what you're doing. Basically, you're gonna be looking at used tires. Sometimes you can score deals. The tires on my Supra, or they might have been new or gently used from another guy that had a Supra. They were in perfect condition, nothing wrong with them. I scooped them up and saved some decent money that way. I've also purchased other tires where they ended up having issues. So that's the give and take. It's a little more risky with a little bit more reward. So if you feel as though that's not for you, there's nothing wrong with that. Just stay away. Don't even bother. Stick to buying a brand new tire. Keep in mind, this is the only thing that touches the pavement from your vehicle is your tire. So it's Tire Rack, Discount Tire. There's some other sites, but I don't have much experience with them. Those are two big ones that I've had a lot of experience with. Obviously, you can also shop around with your local tire shops and being very competitive. Just make sure that you're shopping apples to apples. Just because something's a Goodyear or a Continental doesn't mean that the other tire isn't better, because there's different tires from each manufacturer. The Pirellis I have are sort of bottom of the barrel Pirellis. They get up there. There's some really nice Pirellis out there. Like the one on my Mustang, the Pirelli Stat Zero, is a phenomenal winter tire. Highly recommend that winter tire. I'll also put a link in the description for that tire. So when you're shopping, make sure it's apples to apples. If you're going to a local shop, they become very competitive, from what I've noticed. I only mention that because I remember I was getting my hair cut earlier, that the chick was saying that she goes to a local shop because they charge her, instead of going to a dealership and paying $120, they only charge her $60 a tire. And I asked her, well, what brand are you getting? She had no idea. So she's probably getting like a crappy Chinese tire, to be honest with you. So make sure it's apples to apples. Do your research. If you have any questions that you think you want to direct to me that hopefully I can answer, comment below. If you found this video helpful, I hope it was helpful, please smash that like button. If you want to see a bunch of content on my Charger 392, I have the Cam Mustang, and hopefully my single turbo Supra, which is laying down some big numbers, it's going to be done real soon. There'll be a lot of content on that. Check out some other videos, and if you like my other videos, smash the subscribe button, guys. I'm going to get out of here and finish this day. Take it easy. Peace.